Okay, I'm gonna go turn off my coffee before I completely turn to mud. Okay, and we've got a little bit of time here. Let me see if I can gather my thoughts. There were some things that I wanted to talk about in relation to last week. We talked about the three-dimensionality, the feeling of space. We talked about this relationship between the 2D reality of the canvas and the material and the mark, and the 3D experience, the experience of form and space, and how it's really up to us how we want to play that. You know, some people want a more illusionistic, three-dimensional experience, more realist, really go far that way. Some people really like, so yeah, there's some of that, you know, but I kind of like that flat kind of Diebenkorn or Matisse, or right, or some people want to go really flat, you know, like a Kenneth Nolan or something. And I talked about my sense that there's something about that combination of the 2D and the 3D that really gets us. There's something particularly, I mean, if we're painters, for sure, it's like magic. It's like, this is a 2D object. And yet we get that space. And no, it's just this object. And oh, we get that space. We get that light. It's just color. It's just colored mud. We get that light and space. And it's not just, wow, that's really convincing. That's really well done. It's like, how is it? What's going on here? It's a 2D thing and it opens into 3D and whoa, it's like there's something that really is compelling about that. And that everyone's got sort of this different set point of a combination of the 2D, 3D. They really dig the materiality maybe, but oh, look at it's space in that, all that material. Wow, that's crazy. And I think I was thinking about it, and I've written about it in the past, I talked a little bit about it in the past. There's something about this two-dimensional experience and this three-dimensional experience that is kind of happening at the same time. And depending on me, where I go, I'm going to have either a 2D sense or a 3D sense. And it's like a paradox, or it's like these two things happening at what's going on? And it's occurred to me that there's something very human about that situation where our experience seems to be able just to toggle back and forth, like body and spirit. It's like, oh, I can sense this, there's a sensibility that's like spirit, and it's like, oh no, it's body, and in my body. It's everything's, and we, you know, is maybe the object of the painting is like our body, but we're also awake, and it's like spirit, and it's like, it's like maybe the three-dimensional experience. I don't think it's necessarily clear, to me anyway, what's what. But I can sense that there is it's like as if two different things happening at the same time, as if. And depending on how I attend to it, or how I focus in on it, my experience is going to change. But it's all available all at the same time. And it's sort of like how my mind and sensibility, how I come to it. But of course, the thing itself is just the thing itself and seems to be functioning in opposite ways at the same time. But it's really only opposite ways when I try to unpack it and nail it down with my mind. And there just seems to be something very human about that. The way we experience life as kind of like a set of contradictions, where we experience life as, when we really kind of drop into it, guys, feels like a paradox. Or we feel like maybe we're at odds with body and spirit, but we're both. We're both, of course. And so there's something about the way a painting functions in this 2D, 3D combination that seems to give us a creative form that feels really close to what it means to be human, because of this kind of crazy combo that we're in. So for me, it's very poignant and delicious and beautiful. And we have this, of course, everyone again has their own particular combination of 2D, 3D that really works for them. Anyway, I wanted to just unpack that a little further. Some of the, how I understand the inside of this aspect of what painting is.